Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about 5 things that I always keep in my camera bag, besides my cameras obviously, that kind of come in super useful when you're on set. These are just things to have around, and let's kind of go through it. So obviously I've got my bag here. One of the most important things, I keep this in every bag I have, and in fact I may do an entire video just on these, is some kind of a blade or a knife. This is a Leatherman wingman. So you never know when you're going to be someplace and you got to turn a screw, you've got to cut something, you know, whatever. Having some kind of a Leatherman or some kind of knife with you is always essential. Keep that in your bag, and you'll never not have it with you. I keep a different one in my grip bag, and I keep a smaller one in my regular backpack, so I have all kinds of these floating around. They're that useful. So beyond that, another thing that you might not think of that often to have in your bag, but again, in the situations where you need it, it's going to be super important, is some kind of a flashlight. Now, I've kind of drifted into the area of these. These are headlamps. So, you know, you throw this guy up on your head. The reason for that is you're by yourself, you're doing stuff, you throw that on, you can see what you're doing. Also, these ones are kind of fun because they've got different LEDs and stuff in them, so you can do, you know, you can use them for shutter drags and other creative solutions if you want. But some kind of a flashlight, headlamp is what I recommend. I'm going to put all the links to these in the description so you don't have to be taking notes as you go. But keep some kind of a flashlight for sure. Let me look here. I've got Bongo Ties. So something to tie things down or to attach things. I used to carry you know, regular bungee cords, but they're so big and those hooks always get stuck on stuff. Bongo Ties are great because they're basically a rubber band with a little plastic piece on it you can use to attach things. Really useful, and they're cheap, and you get a whole bag of them. So if you end up leaving it, it's not the end of the world. I use it to, you know, attach cables to stands when I'm hanging small power packs. I've used it to put microphones on things. They're just very, very, very useful Bongo Ties to have around. So another thing that's super useful, and hopefully you don't need to use it that often, but when you need it, it's really important, is some kind of a first aid kit. This is a relatively large one, but you can get them in all different sizes. Again, I'll put a link in the thing. Typically, they come with a bunch of different things, gauze, some Band-Aids, stuff like that. I always throw extra things in there. I always put aspirin and things like that in there for people. Get different kinds, because some people are allergic to different stuff, so I usually take aspirin and Tylenol and ibuprofen all, put it all in there, you've got it. Believe me, if somebody's on your set and they cut themselves or something, you know, they're gonna remember that you were there with that to help them. So the other thing I've been looking for, there it is gaff tape, right? You're always looking for your gaff tape, but in my bag, I keep micro gaff. So if you haven't seen this before, this is basically just small, like I guess it's 1-inch gaff tape. It comes in usually a pack with different colors, but you can get them individually as well. You always want to have tape with you. Tape is super useful. White tape to write stuff on with your Sharpies, black tape just to mark things. Really, really useful. I use microgaff in my bag because it is small. That's super, super important. And I guess I said 5 things, but there's really a 6th thing that I always keep with me that's super useful, and it's always in my bag or in my pocket, and that is my phone. Now, that might seem obvious, but beyond the fact of calling your client, keeping in touch with them, whatever, the phone has lots and lots of uses for a professional photographer, not necessarily using it to shoot with per se, but all kinds of cool things you can do with it. I'm gonna make an entire video on the phone now, so watch that and you'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, I'll put the links in the description of everything. If there's more cool stuff you want to know about, or if there's stuff you keep in your bag that you think is really cool, put it in the comments. I'm gonna start making more of these product type videos, so if there's something you guys want to know, let me know. You see me using something, you want me to know what it is, you want me to go more in depth in it, let me know. That's always important. Got to keep that you know, conversation going. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you next time.